Hello and welcome back to our channel. On this video, I'm going to be talking about things that are not being talked about in this world. And it kind of goes back to a video that I recently did where I was talking about the animal population. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about something very specific. Okay, now I want to give first a shout out to Sister Angelique, her site, or should I say her YouTube channel. She has several channels. I'm going to give a shout out to her because she's contacted me about her coverage of Fukushima. And I believe her channels are called Radical Sister. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. I believe that's what they are. And then Radical Sister by itself. Now, she spent a lot of time, as she stated in one of her comments on my channel, that she talks about Fukushima. Now, what I want to talk about is not necessarily Fukushima, but the destruction of the planet, period. On our channel, The Watchmen Reports, we've done various documentaries where we've talked about a number of different things. And we've even done certain broadcasts where we've talked about certain things as it relates to the destruction of this planet. You see, we're looking at a number of different things. Fukushima is only one of those things. But there are a number of different things that mankind is doing to destroy this planet. Now, one of the things that they are using to destroy this planet is all of these inventions that they believe are going to improve the planet. Radiation being one of them. Radiation plants all over the place. And they use them for a number of different reasons. But if you look at a map of this country, they are dotted all over the place. Okay. And you all saw the destruction of what happened in Japan. Okay. Another thing that we talk about on our channels and in various documentaries is how they prepare and produce food and what they are doing to the food. Many of you may be familiar with Monsanto and how they have literally just taken over farming here in America, right? And in other countries. And that the food that we are getting is deeply contaminated. Now, a lot of people are getting sick, but some don't care because they don't know. I remember a few years ago, we went to a place. I don't know what you call it, but you get mulch, you get sand, you get rocks, just different things like that that you use in landscaping or construction or whatever. And I saw that one of the clerks there had on a shirt that said Monsanto. And I asked them, are they familiar with how Monsanto operates, right? About how they are using herbicides and certain things to spray on our food and making people sick. Now, they're sitting here wearing the shirt. They're completely oblivious to what this company is all about because apparently they have some type of monetary contract with them, so they don't care. And that's how most people operate. Even you and I, to some degree, are like that because we will see foods and things of that nature that have been deeply affected by the process of these corporations and the things that they are doing to our food and to our planet. And most of us are oblivious and don't care. Don't care. I've actually talked to people who have actually stated this with their own mouth. They say, well, you got to die from something. You got to die from something. But it's easy to say that when you're feeling good in that particular day at that particular moment. But the minute death creeps up on you and you're having trouble breathing or other issues going on in your body, you're feeling all this pain, you've been sick, you're feeling ill, can't move. When you're faced with those things, then all of a sudden these things matter. Pretty much when it's too late. And so basically, when I think of the destruction of this planet, it is really sad. I think of how our food is being compromised, how they are spraying above our heads. Chemtrails, we've talked about these things a number of times as well. And you just feel you feel helpless in a sense. But those of us who trust and know the Most High, we know that He is able to protect us, right? Now, one thing I wanted to say too, a lot of people that put truth out there are under some sort of attack. You become an enemy when you speak truth of any kind. It doesn't just have to be environmental truth, but it can be just truth, period. Now, a lot of you followed our website, Watch Me Reports, for years, okay, since the very beginning. Now, the Watch Me Reports website you see now is different, totally different. And I'm going to tell you why. Our website was attacked and hacked and just literally destroyed, our original website. We had information on there that we talked about. There was a link that we had to Extinction Protocol and many other sites and articles that we had on our website that talked about how the planet is being destroyed. For years we kept this up. And when we would contact our host and explain things to them, we were like, well, we never had this problem before, and now all of a sudden you're telling us our site is being hacked. And we're like, you all are the host company. What do you expect us to do about it? This is what we pay you for, right? And they were telling us it was going to cost us thousands of dollars to get our site secured. And so a couple of times we even just started from scratch, and the same problems would come. And then some of our site members would message us and tell us that they're getting not an error message, but a warning message from visiting our site, saying that if you come to this site, this might happen and that might happen. Now, we had a lot of juicy information on that website, but as you see, like I said, it is no longer there. Everything you see on our site, for the most part, is fairly new, because years of information that was built up on our original site about the end times, about who is who in this world, about the destruction of this planet through various things such as the radiation and the poisoning of our food, the poisoning of our air, all of that stuff was on the Watch Me Reports site, and the site was wiped out. And so many of us are out here pushing truth, and truth is now considered the new hate. If you don't go along with the agenda, things happen, okay? Things happen such as what happened to our site. Now, do you stop pushing the truth because of that? No, you do not. You see, because there is more at stake than we can all imagine. Like I said, it's very easy to be withdrawn from what is happening in this world, from reality, to put yourself on reality TV instead of reality life, right? It's very easy to become withdrawn from those things when you don't see the right now effects of those things. As long as some of us can get on and flick on the light in the morning, turn on the water faucet, flick on the heat, cook us something to eat, go outside, get in the car, take a ride, go to the park, go to the store, sun is shining, sky is blue, grass is green. As long as life is like that, then it's very easy to shut certain things off, like what the sister on Radical Sister talks about with the destruction of the water through the radiation that has seeped in through Fukushima. That is not the first time that has happened. It happened also in an area in Russia. We watched a documentary years ago where it was so bad that no human could walk in that area or within that area, period. Within just a great distance around there, no human could even come in that area because of radiation. Okay? Now, in this particular documentary, after so much time, it was decades that had gone by, the person who filmed this documentary got special permission to go in there and do some filming. And with his filming, what he had discovered is that life rejuvenated itself and just started to take over again. All of the buildings and the houses and the things that were there were no humans or any sign of human life, period. But what they saw was the greenery that was actually starting to grow within inside of the houses. They were starting to grow upside the buildings, and it was just, life had just rejuvenated itself pretty much. But guess what was there? Animals. They were following certain animals that were there who had started to forge ahead with life and live and breeding and all of this. No humans, however. But you saw the deadness of the lack of human population. But you saw the life of nature. Nature had taken over again. It was a very interesting documentary. I might have to do some keywords to search for it again because I don't remember the name of it. But I may have to do a keyword search for some type of radiation documentary in Russia to see if I can pull up something that, because this was years ago. But basically what I'm trying to say is we have got to start paying attention to our environment. A lot of us, I see a lot of posts where people are talking about the chemtrails and things of that nature. I see a lot of posts where many of us are concerned about these things, but we don't know what to do because the world is very big and vast. And certain destructions are everywhere. In my opinion, and the opinion of others, Africa is the ideal place to be. But Africa has its own things that are happening and going on to where you can't just pick up and go there. Now, others can, white people and Chinese, these other nations can, but so-called black people, we can't just pick up and go there. We have financial things that prohibit us from doing that, and then we have this conflict between us that prohibits us from doing that. But it would be a great thing to be able to go over there in mass and reestablish our lives. Think about the movie 2012. When destruction hit, it hit hard, right? Where did everyone end up going in 2012 in that movie? They got on their little fancy ships that they had built for their elite and for those servants that they wanted to bring along, and they all headed to Africa. So, as you see, the world is in a destructive pattern right now, and it's only getting worse because people are getting worse. The Bible says, evil men shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived, destroying and being destroyed. This is what is happening. But we as people, I do believe that we focus too much on nonsense things. But you are not to only focus on one thing. You need to understand the world around you, period. Unfortunately, YouTube, however, is littered with nothing but celebrity garbage and just so many other foolish things, and reality TV, just garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Politics, garbage. Life, not so much. Real life, definitely not. Life is happening, but people are not living it. They are dying behind the scenes and don't even know it. They have chosen a path that has nothing to do with their future, but the here and now. Here and now says, entertain me, make me laugh, feed me. That's what entertainment does. That's what this right now gratification does. It causes you to not focus on the future. It causes you to not care about the future. What are you doing to secure the future of yourself and your family? That's what I want to know. So many of us have tried the unification thing, but it blows up in your face for the most part. When you try it, it blows up in your face. Not for everyone, because I see these other nations, they making it happen. I see Asians coming together, white folk coming together, Latinos coming together, but us, we can't do it. There's just too many dynamics at play here to where you will have your own people try to make sure that you don't make it. That they destroy your every move. Truly sad indeed, family. I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.